get my 6. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my woods. Well, wait, before that, welcome to the most awesomest homesteading channel on the planet. It has nothing to do with homesteading usually, but today it kind of does. So we're in my woods. Our pond is way down there. This is a creek, and this is what we're calling our creek pond. Let me explain this to you. We just dammed this up recently, as in like the last couple of weeks, and I'm getting ready to dam it up some more because what we've done here is we've created a stocking pond. My buddy Heath from Heath's house, please like and subscribe to his channel if you haven't yet already. He comes over once a week or every other week, brings his little boy Heath Jr., and they fish in the pond, and we just hang out and do stuff around here. So we come up here in the woods one day, and Heath is like, dude, you need to dam this up and make a little stocking pond. I'm like, huh? He says, yeah, man, there's a fish truck that comes through Charlottesville about 4 times a year. Just dam this up, make a little pond, go buy like 100 little channel catfish like that, put them in here for 2 months, then it'll be like that big, then put them down in your main pond. And I thought, huh, that sounds like a pretty good idea. We'd never done that. No, we've gone out before fishing at other bodies of water and taken coolers with us, and have caught smaller fish like catfish and some bass and brought them back and stocked our pond. And they're still alive, but we have a limited number in there. But here, just in the last year or so, so many kids, our son Daniel's friends, their siblings have been coming to fish in the pond. They catch a lot of bluegills, and we literally have bluegills in there like this big. Daniel caught one last night. But it's always more fun when you catch more fish. So I thought, that's a great idea. Every quarter, I could go get 100 more fish from the fish truck, keep this pond stocked, so when all those kids come over to fish, there's like even more fish in there for them to catch, bigger fish, because channel cats get huge. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to reverse the phone in a minute and give you a better view of the pond and show you what my son Daniel and his friend Colton did, what Daniel and I have been doing, and what I'm going to do this morning before I actually put the fish in the pond, because we do have the fish. I'm going to show you real quick. So I went into town, placed my order online, but here's 100 channel cats. See that? They're about 4 or 5 inches long. There's 100 of them in there. And then upon Heath's advice, I also bought minnows because the catfish will need to eat while they're in here growing. So I got 4 pounds of minnows. Here's all the minnows. Look at that. Tons of minnows. Now, this all only cost me like 166 bucks. I'm going to check my phone for the picture of the truck that I bought the fish from in between recordings, in between segment recordings, so I can tell you who they are. They're on Facebook. They have a website. I'm not being paid to promote them, just trying to spread the word. They come out of Arkansas, way down south, and they just do a loop, and they go around and visit like the Tractor Supply stores. Like today, they were at one of ours, there's like a couple in our area, from 8 a.m. to 8:45. They were prompt. I got there at 7:45. They were already there and ready to go. I was pulling out of the parking lot and coming back home at 8 a.m. So I give these people recommendation. It's like fishtruck.com or something. I'll get it in between segments. But let me reverse the phone and show you what we've done, explain what I'm going to do. I'll get some footage of that. Then we're going to put our fish in the water. All right, so again, our main pond is way down there. This is the little stream that feeds the pond. Now, you see fish swimming. You might have seen those dark shadows. Daniel and his friend Colton last weekend built the original dam, which is right here. It's a little bit underwater now because me and Daniel are putting another dam in here. But they got so excited about it, and they dug it out even deeper. You can see a lot of the sand and the mud over here. Now this stream, it goes up on the right side. It forks right here and actually goes up on the left, and you can still see there's an old pump there from where our house, which was built in 1903, this actually was the original water source. So, but then they come together, they come out right here, but they were so excited. They put, I see them swimming around, see those little fish? The boys caught like 20 little bluegill out of our big pond and brought them up here. They put a salamander in here and a giant bullfrog. And already in the last week, other frogs and salamanders have kind of moved in. We've been seeing them. So Daniel and I dammed this up. We actually dug a trough. I've got my other products in there I'm going to be using today. Just cinder blocks See these cinder blocks under there? And we wrapped them in vapor lining to make them even more waterproof. Filled the trench with vapor lining wrapped cinder blocks. Then we just started piling mud and sand on it, okay? The land still lays pretty low right here. You can see the seepage is coming out around the side. So I'm gonna go ahead and dam this off a little bit more here because the land rises right there beside it. So we're not gonna flood this holler, folks. We're not gonna be one of them beavers and make one of those dams that flood the holler. But this should allow the water to actually rise up and go probably a foot past where I was standing on that land and just fill in this space here. So it's going to be a pretty nice stock pond. And I actually might reinforce it to the point to where even if we get a heavy spring rain and the water comes flooding down out of this holler, the dam stays. Because I'm already having fun stocking our pond with these fish we just bought from the fish truck, and I haven't even put them in the stock pond yet. So this might become something we do regularly, a couple times a year at least. All right, talking's done. Let's get to work. There's a meme or a reel that we post on our Facebook page, Sick Twisted Humor, a lot, probably on our page, Homesteading Off the Grid, as well. It says if your childhood included creeks and dams and fish and poles and rods and worms, you had an awesome childhood. I'd say that if your adulthood includes all those things, you also have an awesome adulthood. Now, comes the hard part. I just took the boys' original dam out. That was part of the plan. We just wanted the new dam to fill the hole up first before I did that, so that the sheer mass of the water wouldn't go through and knock out the new dam, which it didn't. Actually, I'm gonna leave all that grass and everything in there because catfish love that kind of stuff. There's plenty of mud here that the boys dug out. I just use this. And FYI, I'm breathing hard, not because I'm actually that bad out of shape. I'm in decent shape. It's just very humid this morning, especially down here in this forest around this water. This canopy, I love that the leaves are back, but it's keeping the humidity in. You wanna know how healthy our soil and land and everything is here? Look at this. I'm digging mud and here's a little salamander just right there under the mud. Whoop, there he goes. We have crawfish in here. Look at this. Just one little scoop. Big, healthy, giant, fat red worms. Big, fat red worms. Red worms as big and fat as night crawlers. There, see if the bluegill want that. No, it's bigger than the bluegill. They were scared of it. All right. So yeah, nice, healthy, clean environment. We don't use pesticides on anything. If there's weeds we want gone, we cut them or pull them. We don't spray. It's more work, but you can clearly tell the environment appreciates it. I mean, there's just worms. I'm digging up so many worms. I probably wouldn't have needed to buy those minnows for the catfish food. So anyway, what a nice habitat that's going to be for these fish. All right, I got Dearly and Daniel with me because it's time to put the fish in. I'm going to show you the completed project. Again, here's the dam part that Daniel and I built a couple days ago, and then I just finished that portion by myself, and it's already starting to fill up over there, as you can see. So it's not going to get too deep, but it's going to be nice and big. By the way, the name of the fish company is called fishwagon.com. Again, I'm not being paid to promote them, or here's our fishies, but I was very impressed. They were where they said they would be before they were supposed to be there. Here's the minnows, over here's the catfish, And now it's time to put them in our pond. Yeah, fishwagon.com. You can check them out on Facebook. They're good people. They're dependable. All right, so I put this stick here after I was done with the dam to gauge how far up the water actually comes. But basically, we're just gonna put the fish in. This is the catfish.
I think it's about 7 inches, right?
What?
The water.
At the deepest part? No, it's more than a foot out there in the center at the deepest part. I probably could just take a knife and cut the corner out of the bag, but whatever. Might
We could keep these bags.
yeah, we might use these bags again for something. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. We'd like to practice that. So yeah, if we can get some more uses out of these bags, since they're plastic, it'd be better to get another use out of them than just cut them up, throw them in the landfill. All right, so there we go. Are you zoomed in, honey?
Yep.
I'm gonna pick one up just to see how big. See it? Oh, there they go. So yeah, 100 of them, about that size.
Yeah, I can't get this freaking thing.
Yeah, it's difficult. Let me try. Can you see them in the water, honey?
Yep.
You see them, buddy?
Yeah.
Now, here's their food. It's approximately 4 pounds of minnows. Now, I was telling Daniel, as we were coming over here, this fish truck, fishwagon.com, they come around every quarter. Honey, I think what we might do is every quarter buy 100, put them in here, and then when the fish truck's coming back to town that week, move these down to the big pond and then get new ones from the fish truck and put them in.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here goes the minnows. Might have a couple floaters. I think I saw 1 or 2 that were dead. Yeah. It might come back though. It might make it.
Oh, I see them. I see the minnows.
Yeah?
And the catfish too.
Can you see those two?
Yeah. They were right here, the catfish. Oh, wow.
Wow. There's that salamander. That salamander is feeling crowded now.
Yeah. Oh, I see a catfish.
Yeah? Oh, does it go down there?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's not stuck.
Oh, I saw salamander too. Oh, did you see?
What?
I saw the catfish eat the salamander, the big
No way.
Yeah.
The catfish ate the salamander?
Yeah. I just see like right there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, they're healthy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us here at another totally awesome video at the most awesomest homesteading channel on the planet that typically doesn't have anything to do with homesteading off the grid. But my family and I have fully stocked our creek pond, haven't we, guys?
Yep.
Yep.
And in 2 months, transfer them down there to our pond and enjoy just coming up here, sitting around the creek pond, watching these things. It's a good way to spend some time just having coffee, hanging out with your family, having a cold one in the afternoons, and watching these little fish become big fish. So thanks for being here. See you guys for more next time.